Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, thank you so much for your love and support. It really means a lot. This channel wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you. So today content before I head out because I'm already late, but I wanted to for content before I go out. So today I'm actually giving you guys the last story time, and then we're going to be getting into new content. So I hope you guys enjoyed. But before we get into it, guys, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss out. So a little bit of backup story. I told you guys that where we used to go to school, there were no boarding facilities, so we used to stay at a rented place. Sharp. Now, this rented place that we used to stay at, there were 4 of us. 2 of us shared a room and the other 2 shared a room. Sharp. Cool. Now, I'm gonna give them names because some of you might know them and we want to keep them under the radar. Also, if you know them, please don't mention them. Please don't mention them. Don't be that person. Please. Cool. So Alisa and I shared a room and we were very close to the landlord. I mean, we would go everywhere with him and we would actually have dinner with him sometimes, and our first driving lesson was from him. Crazy, but yeah, it was from him. Like, we're really close. Reason being, he was a very close friend of my parents, so he was more like a parent to me. Sharp. And this particular Saturday, Balsa and I were invited to lunch by our landlord. He told us that his son was hosting this mini luncheon kind of thing, and he told him that he'll be bringing us. So he asked us to get ready. Cool, man, free lunch. Nobody ever says no to free lunch. So we went and freshened up and we're ready to go. So D and T also had their own plans. T had a funeral to attend, and then D had to stay at home because, you know, she didn't have much of, so she stayed at home, she stayed behind, and then she told us that she was gonna invite a few friends over so that they can just, you know, chill. We're like, okay, cool, whatever. So we go to the landlord's son's place. Sharp. We get there and it's all nice and all that, and then we go back. On our way back, the landlord is like, okay, let me get you guys KFC for dinner because I'm sure you didn't have time to cook, so you guys can have KFC for dinner. We're like, okay, it's fine. And he gets us KFC and then we head home. When we get home, the minute we got out of the car, here's T. She's from the funeral. And we're like, how was the service? She's like, no, man, the funeral was sad and all that. We're like, okay, sharp fade. We get into the house. Cool. When we get into the house, D has guests, and her guests are these 2 guys that we used to hang out with, but our friendship kind of broke because one of them was my ex-boyfriend, and after we broke up, things were like a bit shaky between us. So yeah, we just greeted them and then we went into the room. Sharp. We're chilling. We're chilling and we're chatting. We're talking about what happened, where we're from, and all that. Hey man, jiggy, there's a scream. Oh, okay, we get out. When we come out of the house, we're like, hey bro, what's going on? T is like, I can't find my phone. You can't find your phone? Yeah, I came with it from the funeral and I charged it and now it's gone. Okay, we help her search the whole house for the phone. We search, nothing. Zilch. Remember, the boys already left, so I don't know if she suspected then or she just didn't think about it. So we just like, okay, cool, we can't find the phone, and then we go back to our room. I mean, we did help her look for it, right? Cool. Days go by. In fact, the whole week goes by and we don't mention the phone again, and we thought she was over it, you know. Marake. Little did I know that we were wrong. Very, very wrong. So sharp. I mean, on Friday we were supposed to go home. Balasa and I were supposed to go home sharp. After school, we rush home, we rush to our place, and then we get changed. I mean, we're looking all cute, we're looking all good, you know, and then we are ready to go. The minute we walk out of our room, here are two police officers. The police officers, honey. And I'm like, hi boo, okay. So one of the police officers was somebody who has been asking Balisa out. Now I'm like, okay, is he here to see her? I mean, we are relaxed, you know, because we know we didn't do anything wrong. We are not even thinking about a crime at this moment. We are thinking, guy is so cute, he's here to see Balesa, you know, but hot. Anyways, this guy is so serious. Usually he's a playful person. He would be like, hey Balesa, hey Tutu, how you guys doing? You know, he'll be so friendly. Today he's so serious. He's like, take off your shoe laces, take off your belts, take out anything that can be used as a weapon in jail. I'm like, are we getting arrested? He's like, yes. And I'm like, for what? He's like, you guys are suspects in a theft. Huh? Okay. And then Dee comes out of her room and she was about to pass by and she's giving us that look, that you guys are getting arrested look. Little did she know that she was also getting arrested. Okay, sharp. We take off everything, the belts, the jewelry, everything. Remember, we were going home, so we were all dressed up. So we took out everything. And then D is like, what's going on? With that look, Wabo, the police officer is like, you're also getting arrested, ma'am. Yeah. Cool. Sharpo. Now we're wondering what's going on, Vele. We are wondering, Aibu, what's going on? So while we are asking ourselves questions, T comes in with another guy. He was not a police officer, but he was training to be one. So he comes in with T, and T is on some. I'm like, Awema, so you're the one who got us arrested? Yeah, okay. And then we go into the living room because the landlord wanted to hear the story. So they asked him a few questions about what happened that Saturday, and he tells the same story as us. But still, we got into the van. They told us to get into the van. Sharp. Remember, we were supposed to go home. Our parents are expecting us home, but no, we are not on our way home, honey. We are here getting arrested. Sharp. We get into the car, and then the car drives to school. And I'm like, why are we going to school? Aren't we going to jail? Are they trying to show off that they arrested us? What's going on? Yeah, we get to school, and T is in the front of the car. She's in the front of the van, and she's like, those are the other two guys who were there. Okay. So the guys, remember the guys that were at our house, my ex and his friend, they get arrested also. Like, they pulled them by the pants and threw them into the car, and I'm like, you feel you. Yeah. So they get into the car, and then we drive off, and then we get to this shop. There was a theft going on there, and then they arrested the person who was stealing in that shop, and this person happens to be a street kid. Hey, yeah. Okay, guys, it's a street kid, and we all know that. Yeah, the smell. They get into and then they take him into the car, and then they drive off. Sharp. We're sitting there, everyone is trying to find even a small hole to breathe. You understand? To breathe. Anyways, we eventually get to the police station. We get there, and then the police officers are like, get out. Okay, we get out, and then they take us to this holding cell. First time in a cell, they take us into the holding cell, and then they take out the, I don't know what's that thing, the one that they carry that looks like a stick or something. They take it out, and then they start hitting the street kid. I'm like, you, it looks so painful. And then they're like, okay, you guys are next. I'm like, ow, ow. You guys are not hitting us with that. Ow, wash him. So this guy like, no, we're gonna question you guys first. Cool. And then everybody has a time to go in and get questioned. Eventually it was my time to get questioned, and they asked me some questions, and eventually they're like, after T lost her phone, you guys decided to go into your room unbothered, so this makes you guys prime suspects. I'm like, did she mention that we helped her look for the phone? Did she mention that? And they're like, no, she didn't. I'm like, yeah, anyways, they're like, also, you are the prime suspect because later that evening you went out to meet your boyfriend. So I had a boyfriend at that time. Like, you went out to meet your boyfriend, so you might have given him the phone to sell. And I'm like, first of all, I use an expensive phone, more expensive than T's phone, so why would I want to sell her phone? Why would I be that petty? I mean, come on. Besides, I consider us friends. Why would I steal her stuff? Okay, cool. Eventually they let us go into the holding cell again, and then the boys are let go. They tell the boys to go home, and then we are left behind. That's yo, drama, film, straight 99. Oh, straight sharp. We are there, we are chilling, and then we start bonding with D. Remember, we weren't close because she was friends with T, so we didn't have time to bond. So we start bonding with her, and then she tells us that, you know, the reason she hasn't been close with us is because T told her that we were nice people, whatevs, you know. And then we start crying, we start singing, you know, all that mess. So eventually they let us go because there is no proof. There is literally no proof that we took her phone. So they let us go. And then it was already late. We get home and then we call our parents. One thing about me, I'll tell my mom everything. I'll tell her every single detail. Sharp. So my mom was one person that understood me really, really, really much. And she would actually take my side, even if I was wrong. When we are within the people, she'll take my side. And then when we get home, she'll be like, Mahanawe, you were wrong, you know. So it was some sort of, you know, friendship that we had. So she got to Clockland. They got to Clockland that same day. That same day they got there, and then they start questioning us what happened, and then we tell them what happened. My mom my mom started throwing a fist. That woman would throw a fist. She started throwing a fist, and then eventually, guys, the drama subsided, and we stopped talking to T for a while. Because one thing about me, if you don't bring positivity to the table, I am going to cut you off. So we eventually stopped talking to her for a while, and yeah, but bottom line is that girl got us into a holding cell. Bottom line is we got arrested for sins that weren't ours. Anyways, it was the most difficult thing to go through. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the story time. Remember, I told you guys this is the last story time. The next video is going to, I think, probably a vlog, or probably I don't know, something really cute is brewing. So stay tuned, guys. Remember, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell, because honey, you do not want to miss out on a vibe that's gonna happen in this channel. You don't want to miss out, guys. Please do share. Please tell your friends to tell their friends that, you know, Tutu is in the house. Tutu is bringing some content, some lit content. Guys, please do subscribe. I love you, Bumiskat. Enjoy.